don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. Don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down, don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down, don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and we stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown.
Excuse me, one down there. Step away the camera. Toby. Wanna be? Seagull!
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Blue Turtle Arena for top of the league TNS against fifth placed Colwyn Bay. It's a very, very cold evening here in North Wales. We've had a few technical difficulties to say the least, but we're going to get going. As I said, TNS currently have a 10-point lead at the top of the Cumbria Premier table, looking to extend it to 13 if results go their way. The one they'll be looking at is Penavon versus Connors Key Nomads, who have dropped points in recent weeks, just with a draw against Carnarvon. That is my third chance of getting that fixture right. I do apologise to the gaffer for getting it wrong in the recent Beyond the Borders video. But I'll just bring you the lineups for today. Start with the home side. Number 51 in goal, Alex Brown. Number 4, Nathan Peace. Number 5 and captain Lewis Cyril. Number 6, Solomon Ford. Number 9, Jordan Davis. Number 10, Louis Robles. Number 11, Ethan Roberts. Number 12, Alex Moore. Number 19, Matty Hill. Number 23, Aaron Edwards. And number 24, George Hughes. And now for the away side, the New Saints. There's been a few changes to the lineup. Jack Edwards comes in goal, number 30. And number 2, Jacob Owen, makes his first start in a very long time, the former Haverfordwest right back. Number 4, Dominic Corness. Number 6, Jack Bodenham. Number 8, Ryan Brovel. Number 10, and captain Danny Redmond. Number 15, the January signing, Owen Farrell. Number 16, Harrison McGuy. Number 17, Jordan Williams. Number 18, Rory Holden. And the other January signing, number 37, Isaac Jeffries. Referee today is John Jones, not to be confused with the former heavyweight champion in MMA. So it's a very cold evening today, but the pitch looks in decent shape. It's one of the only grass pitches in the league alongside Britain Ferry and formerly Carnarvon of last season. Looks like it'll be the home side kick-off with George Hughes to get us underway here. And just after January we saw that the home side finished top of the average attendance charts, getting just around 1,500 fans in for their game against Flint Town in the end of phase 1. So it's a good turnout for a cold Friday night up in North Wales, and we hope the game lives up to it. I think today will be a big game for young Jack Edwards in goal for the New Saints. The 20-year-old shot stopper has come in due to an injury to Nathan Shepherd. Hasn't played since the away win against Mold Alex in the second round of the Welsh Cup. As we're off here now, Isaac Jeffries tries to flick the header forward. Alex Moore back into the final third. Aaron Edwards battling with Owen Farrell. Redmond will get it up the line to the recent TNS Goal of the Month winner Ryan Brobble. Switches it out to Jacob Owen, as I said, making his first start for a long time. Maguy goes long looking for the run of Jordan Williams, but it's straight into the hands of Alex Brown. The 19-year-old goalkeeper for Colwyn Bay. It's good to see young goalkeepers on the pitch today. It's a rare sight really in two teams trusting youngsters between the sticks. Redmond misplaces his pass straight into the feet of Alex Moore in midfield for Colwyn Bay. He goes forward to former TNS midfielder Aaron Edwards. He's forced back to Solomon Ford. Ford got some time on the halfway line. He decides to go long up the line to, it looks like, George Hughes, and it's out for the Colwyn Bay throw-in. Correction, it might be a corner actually. No, it is the throw-in. It's going to be a long throw. We're seeing this more and more in today's game. I dread to think how much Rory Delap would be worth in today's game with his throw-ins. So it'll be Matty Hill's long throw. Headed away by Bodenham. It's going to come back out to Hill, but Holden's there first to intercept and clear it up the pitch. Intercepted, however, from George Hughes onto the captain, Lewis Cyril. He fires it into midfield for Alex Moore now. Moore, a shot from distance, blocked by Bodenham. You see the ball bobbling a little bit on this pitch as Ethan Roberts goes down to Jordan Davis, the number 9, who's picked up a position on the left, forced back to his captain by Brobble. And it's all the way back with Alex Brown in goal for the Seagulls. He misses the ball. It's a massive mistake from the goalkeeper, and he recovers well. The 19-year-old very close to gifting TNS an early lead. He just completely swiped at the ball as it was played back to him. Whether the pitch has had an influence on that, I don't know. But I'm very surprised that Jordan Williams hasn't gobbled up the opportunity. It was actually a really good recovery save from Brown. But cagey moment there. Very scary moment for the home side early on in this game. Jacob Owen heads that back into midfield. Moore picks it up once again. Tries to play it through that gap between the midfield and defence. Another bobble allows Jordan Williams to maybe just get a yard on the defenders, but Solomon Ford gets there first to sweep up. Cornes heads it out wide, intercepted by, it looks like, Matty Hill. Played forward towards former Tin Lou Robles. Bodenham safely heads it out for the throw-in. So another Matty Hill long throw here. So pumped into the box, headed away by Bothernham. Second ball's going to bounce to Jeffries, who can hook it further clear. But the loose ball's collected by Solomon Ford, out to Matty Hill. Good defending though from the young winger Isaac Jeffries, and it's cleared by his captain Redmond. Jordan Williams tries to flick it on first time. However, Nathan Peat intercepts. Cyril plays a lovely through ball to Lou Robles, who gets a shot away, but he is in an offside position, so it'll be a free kick for the New Saints. The shot didn't trouble Jack Edwards in there anyway. Just see that experience in Colwyn Bay side, the summer arrivals of Robles and Edwards, both from Ballatown, and both formerly of TNS. So throw in here in the left back area for TNS. Redmond back to Bothernham. Redmond switches it to Jacob Owen. Robles will attempt to press the ball, and he does get it as well, the number 10 for Colwyn Bay. He also plays it against Jacob Owen. Good play from him to win a throw in on the halfway line for the Seagulls. So it looks like it'll be Lewis Cyril just to try and get this down the line. First header won by Holden, second flicked on by Owen Farrell, his first real introduction to the game. Redmond powers it clear. It's a bit of head tennis in the middle of the park right now, but the loose ball's to Isaac Jeffries. Lovely little touch as well to get past Solomon Ford, who eventually recovers and just taps it back to his goalkeeper. Just see Jordan Williams claiming for the pass back there. So Brown goes long. Jordan Davis flicks it onto the run of Robles, but Mackay's there to sweep up and go back to his goalkeeper. Edwards to Jacob Owen, first time pass around the corner, attempting to go to Mackay, but it's intercepted by Jordan Davis for Colwyn Bay. The overlap from their left back puts it into the box. It's played against Mackay, and it's out for the first corner of the game. It's been a bright start in the first 6 minutes or so from the home side. It's into the box from Colwyn Bay. Edwards punches well. It's a little slip, and it looks like it's been offside in the scuffle in the 6-yard box, so it'll be a free kick to the New Saints. Be interesting now to see how TNS cope without Nathan Shepherd, the summer signing who replaced long-serving goalkeeper Connor Roberts. And he's also top with clean sheets in the Cymru Premier, so he will be a miss, no doubt, as the New Saints look to close in on retaining their league title. Edwards' touch is loose, and it'll go out for a throw in right in front of the technical area for the New Saints. Cornes goes back to Mackay. Now Owen back to Mackay. Slight slip from Jacob Owen, but he recovers. Brobble now. Been allowed time on the ball by Colwyn Bay for him to try and pick the pass, and eventually it does come to nothing as it into the hands of Alex Brown. So Brown sends it long. Great first touch from Aaron Edwards, but referees deemed it as a handball. I think it's come off his knee into his hand, but TNS get on with the game quickly. Holden now back to Owen. Just looking at how the ball's moving on this grass surface, seems to be zipping around quite well. There's a bit of a bobble, which you will expect after the weather we've had in North Wales. Holden. Mackay to Owen. Owen gives the ball away though, and Colwyn Bay can drive forward. He brings down his man. Looks like the question's being asked about the yellow card, but just yet to see if John Jones will decide to book the TNS right back. And he is as well. Jacob Owen goes into the book 9 minutes into the game. Won't be the return to the team that he would have wanted. It's been a difficult first couple of months for the young right back, the 21-year-old signed from Haverfordwest in the summer. He had a tall order trying to dislodge Danny Davis from this team, who was such an important player last year and came into the season injured. He missed the back end of last season with an injury, did the 30-year-old right back. And he's out of the team today, so it's Jacob Owen's opportunity to show Craig Harrison what he can do and just give him a bit of a headache in terms of his team selection. He's cleared by Colwyn Bay, but Holden's on to the second ball now with Brobble. He clips it to Corness, little flicked header towards Isaac Jeffries. TNS had the ball after the original clearance. It's back down the line to Corness. Corness down the line for the overlapping run of Isaac Jeffries, but he's being held up well. Jeffries is trying to get a yard of space to play the ball. He's found Corness again. He goes back to the halfway line to Maguire. Maguire first time out to Owen again. Owen fires it into the feet of Brobble, but it's intercepted by Cyril, and now there could be a counter-attack on here for Colwyn Bay as Robles drives forward with the ball. Black shirts getting back quickly. Now it's with Hughes, who goes for the switch onto Matty Hill. Redmond will head that away though. Jeffries now being held up by Solomon Ford, and he decides to just safety first and go back to his captain. Just need to see that prolonged spell of possession from TNS. We yet to see that so far. Owen, Holden, Holden being held up well by Ethan Roberts, but he spins away from him eventually. Now it's with Bodenham. Been a mainstay in this side, Jack Bodenham. I think his reliability has always been such a big part of Craig Harrison's backline. He's never not fit, Jack Bodenham. He's also very consistent with his performances. A lovely switch from Corness to Owen Farrell. His first chance to try and get forward. He plays it against Cyril though and gets the throw in. So long throw from Jacob Owen. Edwards jumping, it's bounced all the way across the penalty area. Jeffries onto the loose ball. A lot of Colwyn Bay shirts round him though. Brobble tries to get it into the box, bounces off Edwards. Only as far as Corness though, who's forced back to the centre circle and plays it to Redmond. Redmond out wide to Jacob Owen. Sorry, Rory Holden rather. Now it's with Jacob Owen, eventually got it right. Redmond now, he's just pushed into his more natural midfield role from left back. Bodenham tries to flick it forward towards Williams, but eventually Colwyn Bay can clear. Jordan Davis not happy with that. He wanted the ball to feet rather than going for the long ball. The TNS can regain possession now with Owen and Holt and Redmond. Little crook turn from him in midfield. Goes to play it forward with his weaker right foot. Cyril intercept. Now into the feet of Hughes. He'll go long. Very important defensive header from Bodenham. And it's a lovely touch from Corness as well to get away from his man. Now on the left wing with Brobble. Brobble tries to go short into Jeffries. In the midfield now with Owen Farrell. Back to Redmond. Just looks like in possession. Redmond and Corness has almost switched in the last couple of minutes as Corness puts it into the box. Jordan Williams brings it down. Looking to create the angle for the shot maybe, and it's straight into the hands of Alex Brown. But as I was saying, just in the last couple of minutes you've just noticed Redmond going into midfield and Corness at left back, but they now switch back to the original setup. Davis gives the ball away straight to Isaac Jeffries. He'll look to use his pace and play it through to Jordan Williams, but Cyril with a good interception. Davis is back to get it up the line and keep it in with Matty Hill. Solomon Ford will clear it further. Edwards battling with Corness, but eventually possession falls into the feet of Harrison Mackay. Owen down the wing now for Holden's overlapping run. Cross with his weaker right foot. Safety first from Matty Hill, puts it out for the throw in. So another long throw from Jacob Owen. Into the front post, headed away by Pete, and it's out for TNS's first corner of the game. Said TNS is starting to maintain control of the ball now in the last 5 or 6 minutes. They're really starting to take control of this game in the opening quarter of an hour or so. Corner's taken short by Brobble onto Corness, back to Brobble. Into the front post, is bouncing everywhere. Mackay claiming for a penalty, little back heel back into the mixer from him. Another claim for a penalty, this time from Owen, not given. Corness, long distance shot and cleared by Matty Hill. Some big claims for the penalty there, especially on, there was looked like a little tug on Harrison Mackay's shirt, but the big centre half didn't go down under the contact. So yet another Jacob Owen throw in. First header won by Cyril, back out to Owen. Into midfield for Corness. Further along to Redmonds. He goes back to his fellow Liverpudlian. Into the box now from Holden. Cyril head it away. It looks like he's going to run out for the throw in right by the corner flag. So Owen to launch this one into the box now. Looks like it's going to go straight out for the goal kick, which it does. It's poor from Jacob Owen that, and it'll go out for the goal kick to Colwyn Bay. Brown up to the halfway line, a battle between Edwards and Corness. Corness wins it, but Hughes regains possession for Colwyn Bay. It's hooked down the left wing towards Jordan Davis, but it's always going to roll out for the throw in that. Taken quickly by Owen onto Mackay. Now with Bodenham. Owen now. Colwyn Bay win possession back up to the halfway line, goes out for the TNS throw in. Lovely first touch from Craig Harrison, showing that he's still got it. Redmonds. Bodenham. He's going to go for the diagonal ball to Jacob Owen. First header won by George Roberts. Farrell sends it back forward. Another header from George Roberts to clear it. And it looks like Farrell might have fouled Robles. No. So it's with Cyril. He'll send it forward. Flicked on by Edwards. Intercepted by Mackay. And Holden sends it back to his goalkeeper. Clipped up the right wing. Owen tries to keep it in. It's very much been a stop-start opening 20 minutes here at the Blue Turtle Arena. Yet to see a clear-cut chance really from either side. Probably the best opportunity of the game was that goalkeeper mistake from Brown that you'd have bet your house on Jordan Williams taking full advantage of it, but the young goalkeeper did really well to react and stop his original blunder from punishing his side. Robles now on the left wing, surrounded by black shirts. Maguire holding him up, and eventually sandwiched between two. There's big claims for the foul. Referee says no though. Hughes now in midfield. Little drop of the shoulder onto Solomon Ford. Ford up the right wing now to Matty Hill. Hill goes one-on-one with Redmond and the TNS captain comes out best. Robles still feeling the effects of that previous challenge. Referees just pausing the game here to see if Robles needs treatment, and he is down. I think he's going to. Didn't look like it was a foul, just looked like a big coming together between three separate players. Plays back on here as George Roberts on the edge of the TNS box, blocked by a number of bodies, and it's cleared by Owen Farrell. Glancing header from looked like Jordan Davis. Now Alex Moore out wide to looks like George Roberts. Number 11 looking to go past Jacob Owen, who stands up well, the right back. Brobble lays it off to Holden, and his clearance cannons off of a look like Alex Moore, and is out for the throw-in. So Owen's throwing down the line. Cyril wins the first header. Looks like a head injury. Clash of heads between Jordan Williams, and I can't see who the man down is. I think it's George Roberts, the number 11. It is. Williams straight back up on his feet, and so is Roberts. Good to see. Nothing serious. Ref, as the concussion protocols go around the British game, it's always has to be stopped for a head injury. It's just the argument now is whether who is in possession of the ball. It looks like it's going to be a drop ball to the bay. Sent to the edge of TNS's box. Pete flicks it on further from Solomon Ford, but no one's going to get on the end of that pass, and it's out for the goal kick. So Edwards is going to go long with this goal kick. And it's gone all the way through to Cyril, who lays it back off to his goalkeeper. He clears it first time. Little flick from Aaron Edwards onto Robles. He goes over the top to Jordan Davis, but it's straight into the hands of Edwards, who picked up a good position on the edge of his box, and it's important positioning from the young shot stopper. Foul back to Maguire. Now with Owen, who can bring the ball over the halfway line. Looks to go long onto the run of Jordan Williams, Lee's top goal scorer. Gets in behind, puts it back into the box with his right foot, but Hughes is there to clear. Aaron Edwards now with two black shirts round him, and he's dispossessed by Corness. First time to Brobble, from Brobble to Redmond, back to Brobble, but it's a good interception from Ford. Now Bay can go back forward, but they're playing it forward to no one. Jordan Davis getting frustrated, the number 9, the front man for Colwyn Bay. Hasn't had much service in the opening 25 minutes here so far. Very much feeding off scraps to the centre forward. Bodenham just looking for the option. I think Colwyn Bay are very happy to let TNS have the ball in their own half. Forward to Holden now, though. Holden to Brobble. First time into midfield for Redmond, who lays it back off to Brobble. It's back on the halfway line now with Bodenham. Brobble attempts the diagonal switch. It's a great pass from him as well, but Jeffrey's touch lets him down to let off for Colwyn Bay. It's a brilliant pass from Brobble, and just poor execution on the touch from Jeffreys. Jeffreys wins the header from the throw-in, sent back forward though by Alex Moore. Maguire being pressed by Jordan Davis. Edwards forced to clear it first time from the press. Holden picks up the loose ball, but it's going to go out for a throw-in. Looks like it took a nick though. The referee agrees. TNS throw-in. Jacob Owen now lays it on for Holden. Now Brobble goes for the switch to Redmond. Another great pass from Ryan Brobble. Now the captain can bring the ball forward. Cuts back into midfield for Corness. Back to Brobble now. Brobble clips one over the top, looking for the run of Owen Farrell. Pete with a vital slide tackle to put it out for the corner. So, Corness to take this. Said it's very muddy around that part of the corner flag as he puts it straight into the hands of Alex Brown. It's very much like a slip and slide around that corner of the pitch. Nearly stacked it myself before kick-off. Sent forward by Ford. Good header from Redmond. Matty Hill puts it back into midfield for Hughes. He goes across the back line to Cyril. Nice 1-2 touch football here from Colwyn Bay. Hughes goes long onto the run of Aaron Edwards, but Jack Edwards is quick off his line to collect it. Edwards, long goal kick, chested down by Cyril. And George Roberts has driven forward here, put it into the box. It might have taken the deflection, it didn't in the end. The referee doesn't think so anyway, so it's out for the goal kick. So Edwards' goal kick into midfield. Corness won the first ball, Edwards wins the second. Maguire heads it away. Jacob Owens in there first. Brave from him as well as Brobble's on the loose ball. Now back to Maguire. Brobble forward, Cyril head it away. Robles flicks it on first time to Aaron Edwards. Got three black shirts around him and Owen Farrell does well to intercept. Corness now. Holden. Back onto the half line to Brobble. Again goes for that diagonal ball to Jeffreys. Just doesn't get the distance on it. It's headed away by Solomon Ford. Now on to Jordan Davis. Jeffreys using his pace to try and get back and press him. Davis does get it into the back post though, headed away by McGuy and volleyed over the bar by Alex Moore. Brown goes long, Redmond's in there with a header, Hughes dives in, and now they've got the extra man until the transition of midfield. TNS get back quickly. It's out to George Roberts at left wing for Colwyn Bay, goes forward to Alex Moore, good strength from Owen Farrell, and eventually it's into the hands of Jack Edwards. Just about to hit the half-hour mark here at the Blue Turtle Arena, and it is still 0-0 between the two sides. Neither team has really had a clear-cut opportunities since the first couple of minutes. A bit of a miscommunication between Williams and Jeffries there as it goes out for the throw-in. Hill sends it forward, cleared by Bodenham. Nice little header down from Holden onto the oncoming Jacob Owen as he can bring it away from his final third onto the halfway line now. Maguire goes for the switch to Isaac Jeffries and he does find him. Jeffries lays it on for Redmond, goes first time forward to Brobble, back to Redmond. Corness and Redmond playing 1-2s in the middle of the park. Out wide now to Holden on the right hand side. Back into midfield to Owen Farrell. Looked like a good challenge in the midfield, and Farrell eventually fouls Hughes. Farrell not happy with the ref's decision there, but it is a free kick to the Bay. So Brown goes down to the right wing area. Davis glancing flick on header to Edwards, but it's a good tackle from Jeffries and he'll send it back forward. Jordan Williams will try and just cause a problem for Alex Brown here once again, but the goalkeeper does well this time to find Solomon Ford. He gets past Brobble with a nice touch, but Cyril's touch is loose. However, he does recover away from Holden, but he's let a 50-50, a bit of a hospital pass to Edwards, and eventually TNS have possession once more. Lovely clip switch from Corness. Can Jacob Owen keep it in? He can't. That's been the story of the game so far. It's been a very stop-start here. A lot of balls just being overhit and overrun for throw-ins. Redmond sends that forward. Cyril brings it down his chest. Lovely composure from the captain. Nice little turn from Robles in the TNS box now. Out to the right wing. Robles eventually does deliver the ball. Important header at the back post from Owen, and it's going to go out for the Colwyn Bay corner. So corner from it looks like Matty Hill or Alex Moore. I can't see because of where I'm stood. Working out, it's Alex Moore who puts it into the front post. It's hit the post in the end, and it's wide. Did look like it had gone in for a second, but it's into the hands of the goalkeeper, Jack Edwards. The corner came in, and it was very much an in-swinging corner. As you can see, it hits the frame of the goal at the near post, bounces out, and eventually into the side netting. But that is definitely Colwyn Bay's best chance of the game. Whether he meant it or not, we won't know. But now they've got the extra man forward. Jordan Davis now puts it into the box. Good interception from Corness. And Redmond plays it forward to Jeffries. Just a bit of a nervy moment from TNS. There's a switch on if you can see it. Instead tries to go down the line to Jeffries. And Teat is asking for the push in the back from Jeffries, and he gets it as well. It's a cheap free kick to give away. And Brobble goes into the book for dissent. So John Jones with 2 cards given out so far. So, free kick to be taken by the Seagulls goalkeeper. Glanced on by Jordan Davis. Robles keeps it in. Matty Hill goes first time back forward towards Robles, but he's offside. It's a let off for TNS that, as Colwyn Bay are starting to get a little bit of joy on that right hand side. Maguy bringing it out from the back for the New Saints. A little 1-2 between him and Owen. Maguy sends it forward. Williams tries to bring it down. Sewell intercepts though. Puts it into the crowd. And it's out for another throw into the New Saints. Jacob Owen. Holden. Back to Maguy. Bothering him out to Maguy. Lovely triangles between a group of TNS players involving Maguy and Holden, but they've eventually given the ball away. Recovery header from Bodenham. Edwards tries to play it through down the line to Matty Hill on the right side now. Finds him. Hill stood up well by Bodenham, who wins the ball and lays it off to Brobble. Brobble back to Bodenham, who's just carried on his run. Brobble now to Redmond into midfield for Corness. Bothern. Corness again on the half turn. Coming forward now to Brobble. They've got a little bit of space now. 2-on-1 on the left side, TNS. Jeffries puts it against Hughes and gets the corner. Brobble plays it short to the edge of the box to Redmond. He lays it back off to Brobble. Touch from him, puts it into the box. It's right into the back post. It looked like it could have been a possible shot to get away there, but eventually Colwyn Bay clear the lines, and Jordan Davis now driving forward. He's kind of got tunnel vision at the moment. I don't think he's looked up to see his teammates on the opposite side. He has now, and he does eventually go for the switch, but he doesn't get it right, and Redmond can head it into the feet of Maguy. Now Owen. Bodenham. Maguy. He looks to switch it. Jeffries, first time back to Redmond. Hit the 40th minute mark here, and it's still currently 0-0. Maguy. Redmond, first time into Jordan Williams' feet, being held up by Pete, who does win it back. Good defending from the centre half. It's given away though by Edwards, back into the feet of Jordan Williams. Pete going at him again. Jeffries. Redmond. Now Farrell. Working it well now, TNS. Holden, who's come across the pitch onto this left side. Redmond. Cornes. Holden. Lovely touch from Farrell. He plays it through to Jordan Williams. Can he get his shot away? He does, and he just drags it wide. Looks like it's going to go out for the throw-in, which it does. To the delight of the home fans. Won't be to the delight of Jordan, though. So long throw from Colwyn Bay. Robles tries to throw. Edwards tries to flick it on, but he's flicked it into his own technical dugout. So another TNS throw in. Another throw into TNS on the far side. Can't see there being too much added time as we approach the last 2 or 3 minutes of this first half. Farrell battling with Robles. He does win it back, and again it's back into the Colwyn Bay dugout and back for a TNS throw in. My view's blocked now by our analyst if I miss anything. Owen to Maguy. Bodenham back to Maguy. Bodenham back to Redmond. Brobble looks for the diagonal ball to Jeffries. This time he does get his touch right. Brilliant from the young winger into the box. Williams goes down. Not going to get the penalty for it though. Brobble now looking to maybe create the angle for the shot. He does on his left foot. Takes a deflection which takes all the sting out of it though, and it's straight into the hands of Alex Brown. Brobble to Redmond. Brobble back to Redmond. Last minute of this half now. Yet to see how much added time there'll be. Bodenham. Holden cuts inside, plays the reverse pass to Jordan Williams, gets a shot away, good block from Pete. Them two have had a good battle so far in this first half, and it's further cleared by Alex Moore. Lovely header from somebody in the crowd. So just going to be the 1 minute of added time here at the Blue Turtle Arena. It's still 0-0 between TNS and Colwyn Bay. It's been a tight and cagey affair. Don't think the conditions have helped either team really. Just waiting to see who can break that deadlock as the long ball from Bodenham goes out for the goal kick. So, Brown's goal kick has gone straight out for the throw-in on the far side. Holden gets onto it quickly, back to Maguire. And that is the half-time whistle from John Jones. It is TNS 0, Colwyn Bay 0. TNS's best chances both fell to Jordan Williams. One was a massive goalkeeper mistake from Alex Brown when you thought Jordan Williams would just take it past him and score, but it's brilliant recovery from the young goalkeeper. On the contrary, Colwyn Bay have hit the post, whether they meant to or not, from their best chance directly from a corner from it looked like Alex Moore. But apart from that, it has been a cagey affair. A lot of battling done in the midfield and a lot of balls going out for throwing so far in this first half. We'll hope for an action-packed second half, but don't go anywhere. I'll be back after the break.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down, and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
So don't be down, and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down, and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League, and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down, and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down, and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
So don't be down, and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight,
It's there! Against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and we stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Welcome back, everybody. We are back out for the second half now. Jordan Williams be getting us underway here at the Blue Turtle Arena. Currently 0-0 after the half-time interval. It's been a very cagey game so far. The pitch hasn't helped either side in terms of their chance creation, but hoping for an action-packed second half with a couple goals. 7-0 First was Barry. So Jordan Williams gets us underway. We'll hope for a action-packed second half for Mike and Rian watching in South Africa. Let's hope we can put a show on for the chairman. Botherham now. Guide back to Botherham. Apologies if we have any technical difficulties in the second half. Our analyst just booted the battery. So we'll see what happens with that, but it seems to have survived. Right, Botherham now. Out to Redmond. Now Jeffries back to Redmond. First time into midfield for Brobble. He switches play to Jacob Owen. Back to the halfway line to Maguy. Maguy looks to clip a ball over the top, straight through to Jeffries, lays it off to Jordan Williams to get his shot away. Lovely play from TNS, but it's blocked by Solomon Ford. Second ball to Corness, onto the edge of the box to Jeffries. Lovely feet, but eventually he just takes one too many touches and is cleared by Colwyn Bay. Jordan Davis will try and hold off Botherham, onto Aaron Edwards. And back to Solomon Ford, who sends it forward. Robles with a flick on, but Maguy will be onto that. Jack Edwards pumps that forward. Pete wins the first header. Headed it straight into the feet of Redmond though. And he'll look to put it over the top to Jordan Williams. Cyril holds him off, but Williams lays it off for Isaac Jeffries. He cuts in on his right foot. Good tackle from Hughes. Out to Brobble now. Shot from distance from Brobble. Takes a deflection and it's come off the far post. TNS's best chance of the game since the opening 5 minutes. It's been a bright start to this second half from the New Saints. Would have been identical to Brobble's goal in their last game against Penna Bonds with a big deflection, but this one, fortunately for Alex Brown, bounces onto the post. Robles to Hughes. The guy to Botherham. Redmond. Brobble first time back into midfield to Corness. Across the back line to Maguy. Out wide to Jacob Owen. Owen back to Maguy. He clips on over the top, looking for the run of Jordan Williams. Cyril heads it into midfield, intercepted by Rory Holden. Holden looks to switch it, and he does, through the legs of Aaron Edwards, who's disappointed with himself for not intercepting it. Redmond switches it on to Jacob Owen. Little Cruyff turn from him in the box, lays it off of Farrell. He gets his shot away, blocked by Pete and cleared by Colwyn Bay. Corness wins the first ball though. Edwards chasing it down. Redmond heads it back forward. Alex Moore down. And it's cleared again by the Seagulls. Botherham's just got to deal with the ball here. Davis is pressing him. Botherham does well though, away from the number 9, up the line to Redmond. Into midfield for Corness, and now TNS can come forward once again. Back up to the halfway line to Redmond. Redmond forward to Rory Holden. Holding off his man. Back to Redmond. Intercepted by Lewis Cyril, the captain for Colwyn Bay, and he just clips the ball forward into midfield. Lovely first touch from, looks like Aaron Edwards it is. He plays it down to the right side of the final third to Jordan Davis. He'll cut inside. TNS got back quickly though, lays it off for Matty Hill. He'll put the ball into the box. Jack Edwards off his line well though, sweep the keeper and collects it and rolls it out quickly to Rory Holden now. Space in the midfield with Brobble, who he does find. George Roberts is going to look to press the TNS vice-captain. Brobble continues to drive forward. Down the right wing to Holden, first time into the box. Goes through a lot of bodies and Matty Hill's at the back post to clear eventually. Instead he lets it run out for the throw-in, but he's ended up conceding the throw-in himself, and TNS get on with it quickly. Redmond now. It's midfield for Corness. Corness onto Owen. Lovely overlapping run from Redmond, found by Brobble, squares it and is cleared by Pete. Redmond on the second ball, Brobble shot and it flies over the bar. TNS certainly started this second half far more brightly than Colwyn Bay. They've got to capitalise on these opportunities while they're on top. It was a brilliant overlap from Redmond and an even better pass from Brobble to find him. The original cross was blocked by Colwyn Bay, but Redmond got onto the second ball to lay it out to Brobble, but his shot is well over the bar. Brown. His goal kick over the halfway line. Edwards is onto the first ball, but Corness will sweep up. Owen back to his last man, Maguire. Maguire plays it back to Jacob Owen. Going to be pressed by Lou Robles. Owen clicks it forward. Cyril with the interception, and he sends it back down the line. Maguire's favourite to get there, and he does. He's got time on the ball now, Harrison Maguire. Just goes short to Jacob Owen, who then plays a diag ball over to Redmond. It's a brilliant pass and a brilliant touch from it from Danny Redmond. Looks for Jordan Williams, but he's just put too much on the pass. Might stay in though with Rory Holden, which it does. The Irishman keeps it in, puts it into the back post. Brobble now gets his shot away, blocked. Brobble gets it back across goal. Jordan Williams with a tap in, and it is 1-0 to the New Saints. Jordan Williams with yet another goal. That is his 23rd goal of the Cumbria Premier this season. It was brilliantly worked. It all came from the diagonal ball from Jacob Owen to play out from the back. Redmond with a fantastic touch in midfield, and it looked like he'd just overhit his pass, but great work from Rory Holden to sprint and keep it in. He puts the ball back into the back post. Brobble took his time, took his first shot, got the deflection, fires it back in with his weaker left foot and finds the feet of the one man you want it to fall to in that 6-yard box. Jordan Williams scores yet again, and TNS take the lead here against Colwyn Bay after the 52nd minute. As I said, the opening 8 minutes of this second half, TNS has started really brightly, hitting the post just a couple of minutes ago, and they've got the lead they were craving. And now Colwyn Bay are going to have to come out. And it might just help TNS a little bit. This is the same position they were in phase one when they visited here over in the summer, when they went 1-0 up, but they just couldn't capitalise on Colwyn Bay pushing further forward and couldn't get the second goal. Corners, Redmond into the feet of Jeffries. Jeffries driving away from Hughes, who brings him down quite cynically. That is going to be a booking, third of the game, and the first one for Colwyn Bay. Jacob Owen now. Holden. Down the line to Farrell. He's forced to go back to the halfway line to Maguire. Maguire back up to right back Owen, who plays the 1-2 with his centre half. Maguire looks to clip the long ball down the line. Owen Farrell looks to glance on the flick, but Cyril's done well to win it back, and eventually it's gone out for the throw into TNS. Owen back to Maguire. Maguire all the way back to Jack Edwards. He plays it to left back Redmond. Cuts it inside for Bodenham. Maguire again tries that diag pass, but intercepted by Colwyn Bay, and it goes out for the TNS throw-in. Thrown back to Maguire. Redmond. Brobble. Jeffries. Brobble. Now Redmond again. Hughes. Lovely ball over the top to Jordan Davis. He looks a bit too wide on the angle. It's taken a nick off Harrison Maguire. He's come off the post. Just a second of chaos there at the back for the New Saints. It looked like they dealt with it originally, but moment of madness between Jack Edwards and Maguire. So close to an own goal. George Roberts. Cyril. Aaron Edwards. Roberts. Inside to Cyril. Drives a grass cutter forward to Jordan Davis. He goes out wide to Matty Hill on the right wing. Hill looking to go past Redmond. Gets the ball into the box. Bounces at the back post. Edwards. Jack Edwards is very far off his line. Makes the save. Good goalkeeping from the young TNS man between the sticks. And Holden will play a long ball over the top to Jordan Williams. And it does find him, but he's on his own currently. Looking for a bit of support. Reverse pass onto the run of Isaac Jeffries. Forced wide by Colwyn Bay, and eventually they win the ball back. Good defending from the home side. George Roberts up the line. Good interception from Jacob Owen. Now with Corness. Redmond, first time to Brobble on the halfway line. Bodenham. Back to Redmond. Bodenham clips that forward. Headed away by Solomon Ford. Glanced on by Hughes. Cleared by Farrell. Again, it's a bit of head tennis in the midfield. Corness eventually gets the ball down to Owen Farrell. He spreads it out wide to Jacob Owen. Owen goes past Roberts. Tries to play a 1-2 with Farrell, but the Irishman gives the ball away. And now Cyril sends it forward for Colwyn Bay. Good interception from Bodenham though, and now Maguire's possession for the New Saints. Corness. Good tackle from Alex Moore and puts it out for the throw-in. So Jacob Owen's long throw. Jordan Williams beaten to the ball by Cyril. Corness though wins it back for TNS. Owen back to Bodenham. Corness. Great tackle though in midfield. There's a bit of a coming together from him and Moore, but play continues as Moore looks at Robles, but he puts way too much on the pass. Redmond back to Farrell. Sorry, Bodenham. Owen sends that forward, but it's just gone out and back in again, so it'll be a throw into Colwyn Bay. A 1-2, Farrell plays it, heads it to Rory Holden. Corness spreads it to Redmond. Redmond out wide to Isaac Jeffries. His touch lets him down a little bit, but he recovers. Little reverse step over from him. Jordan Williams holds it up. Good play from the centre forward. Lays it off for Redmond. Redmond to Browell. Holden. Corners. Jeffries now coming forward for the New Saints. Cuts inside. Looks to get a shot away. He continues going. What a run this is from Isaac Jeffries. Lays it off for Holden. Now Jacob Owens to support the attack. Lays it off for Farrell, who puts it in first time. Not the best of balls though, and it's eventually cleared. Harrison McGann on the loose ball. Owen. Maguy. Holden. Corness. Intercepted though by Alex Moore. Corness plays a 1-2 with Owen. And Robles looks to have fouled him. Referee does give it. To be a free kick to the New Saints. Redmond. Good recovery challenge from Matty Hill. Redmond stayed down and he holds his head. Referee is forced to pull play back to the head injury to Redmond. As an update, sorry for the interval there. You might have heard the conversation between me, our brilliant analyst Doolan, and our alright press officer Sam. But Redmond's back on his feet, so Colwyn Bay will have the drop ball. Cyril goes to the shot from distance, always rising though. Not a bad attempt from the captain. Colwyn Bay's first shot of the second half, as we're 65 minutes in. So, goal kick here for TNS. Given away at the back from Colwyn Bay. It's a dangerous area to give the ball away, as Brobble switches it on to Jacob Owen. He lets it run across his body. First time to Holden. Holden, a lovely back heel back onto the run of Jacob Owen. Be a great goal as it takes a deflection at the front post. Is cleared only as far as Holden. And Cyril dives in. That could be a penalty. It is. He points to the spot. It was late from Cyril. He went diving in to win the loose ball against Holden. Doesn't get there. Holden got there first and is tripped by the captain. And it is a Stonewall penalty. And John Jones does give it. So TNS with a perfect opportunity to double their advantage and go 2-0 up here at the Blue Turtle Arena. I'd imagine it'll be Ryan Brobble to take the responsibility. Just see Cyril talking to his teammates. I don't think he believes it's a penalty, but from what I can see anyway, it was Stonewall, and Brobble with a perfect chance to put TNS 2-0 up. He steps up, goes to the keeper's right. Keeper dives the right way, but to no avail. Brian Brobble finishes it, and it is 2-0 to the New Saints. The man who leads the assist charts currently in the Cymru Premier just adds another goal to his tally. Fantastic season from him. It's a well-struck penalty as well. Alex Brown does dive the right way, but it's definitely the power that beats him. It actually looks like it goes underneath the goalkeeper. Maybe keeper should feel like he could do a little bit better with that, but we certainly won't complain. TNS double their advantage to 2-0 just after the 66th minute. So Colwyn Bay looking to get straight back into this game. They've got a corner and they'll send all their big men forward. Put into the box by Colwyn Bay. Cyril brings it down on his chest. Lovely touch from the captain to put it back across the box. It's headed towards goal and it's just gone wide. Referee's given the goal kick. That's Colwyn Bay's best chance of the game so far. That hasn't come from a mistake. Obviously we saw the chaos earlier on in this half, but put back in the box by Cyril. It's a great header towards goal from Pete, and then it's just glanced on further by Ford. He just couldn't get enough of his neck around it, and it goes out for the goal kick. But Colwyn Bay nearly with the automatic reply. Jordan Davis sends it forward. Maguire heads it away. Davis tries to head it back towards the TNS final third. It's more up rather than out, and are coming together between Davis and Holden. Cyril now to Moore. It did look like it was holding up a little bit as Jacob Owen misses the ball, but now it's out with George Roberts. Cuts away from Corness, puts it into the front post, glanced on by Edwards, bounces down to Robles. Maguire with a really important block, and he will clear it. But Cyril's back onto it. Brilliant tackle from Jacob Owen, who asked for the throw, but it is going to be a Colwyn Bay ball. And as we say this, looks like TNS are lining up some substitutes. From what I can see, it looks like Jordan Marshall, but my eyesight isn't the best, and it's on the other side of the pitch. So headed the long throw headed away by Holden. It's back onto the halfway line with their last man. Onto Roberts now. Roberts can deliver a ball back into the box. It's more to the edge of the box, and Jack Edwards comes off his line to claim the loose ball. Jordan play forward towards Jordan Williams. Hall with a great interception, but it bounces down to Jeffries, who gets his shot away. Looking for his first goal since signing permanently, but he fires it straight over the bar. And now looks like those substitutions will be made. Jacob Owen is coming off for the number 3, Jordan Marshall. Jacob Owen with his first start in a very long time. He's played well, the young right back. It looks like Danny Redmond will fill in at right back for the rest of this game. Jordan Marshall will come on to the left flank. Played short to Alex Moore, who can turn in midfield. Jordan Williams will chase him down. Redmond with a really important interception because it looked like he was going through to Edwards. And now with Holden on the right wing. Redmond to Maguire. Now Jack Edwards. It's a brilliant ball from him to Jeffries, but just a touch a little bit loose, and it's eventually cleared for a throw-in. So the home side yet to make any substitutions as of now. Just seeing a few get warmed up for them. I think Ben Clark will be coming on imminently for the New Saints as well. You can just see him getting some final instructions. Pete plays it against Jeffries, and eventually it's gone out, looks like for the corner. Brovel standing over this set piece. Just TNS flooding the 6-yard box. Just trying to get in the way of Alex Brown coming off his line. And Brovel will aim for that area. First header's won by Colwyn base shirt though. Holden's on the loose ball on the right wing. Corner to Redmond. Redmond fires it back forward. Good interception from the captain. Cyril though eventually gets it to George Roberts. Into midfield now for Hughes. Little drop of the shoulder from him onto Moore. Moore back to Hughes. It's good play from Colwyn Bay to clear their lines as Hughes sends it forward, looking for the run of Matty Hill. Jordan Marshall called into action for the first time to hold him up, and it takes a little nick off the left back and goes out for a corner. So, corner for Bay. Corner, I think, slips though, and it goes into the front post, and Jordan Williams can come away with it. I did say in the first half it is like a mud bath around that corner flag. Eventually it's taken its first victim. Now TNS on the break. Jeffries. Colwyn Bay are starting to get back well though, and Jeffries tries to switch it to Redmond, but it's cut out. And cut out well by Solomon Ford. Cyril now. Into Alex Moore's feet, brilliant turn from him and on to Matty Hill. Great play this from Colwyn Bay to mount the attack. Hill, a few step overs, being held up by Marshall, puts it into the box. Another nick off Marshall, good tackle from the substitute, and out for yet another corner. So this one will be taken by George Hughes, the number 24. And just looking now as Ben Clark's getting stripped and ready to come on. I imagine it'll be after this set piece. So into the box. Header won by, looked like Aaron Edwards, but it's straight over the bar and out for the goal kick. Just wonder who will come on, who Ben Clark's going to come on for. I'd have a feeling it might be Owen Farrell. It's pumped forward from Edwards. Header won firstly by Cyril. Drops to George Hughes. Hughes back to his captain. Rory Holden presses Cyril, but some lovely feet from the skipper to get away. But his touch in the end is loose, and a massive challenge from Corness. Reminds me of his one against Brighton, but he timed that one a little bit better. Matty Hill tries to put the ball into the box, blocked though by looks to be Marshall. And Colwyn Bay are having this probably the best spell of the game in terms of possession in the final third. So long throw into the box from Colwyn Bay. Pete gets there first. There's claims for handball. It's still not clear. There's more claims for handball as it's blocked by Bodenham and out for the corner. Colwyn Bay are adamant there was a hand within that scrap in the 6-yard box, but the referee says no. Just seeing the replay here. Ball comes in. Hits Holden's arm, but he is in a natural position, so it would have been really harsh to give that against him, especially because the ball bounces so close to him. He hasn't really got any time to react and get himself out of the way. Referee's just talking to the Seagulls captain now. Just tell him to get on with the game. So it'll be the out-swinging corner. Looks like it's gone out and back in again, which the referee and the linesman agree with my verdict, and it goes out for the goal kick. A wasted opportunity from the home side there. So 2 changes from the New Saints. Ben Clark and Ben Wilson coming on for Isaac Jeffries and Ryan Brobble. Goal kick's a little bit short. Maguire flicks it back forward again, and Ben Clark's clearance, and Jordan Williams is going to press Alex Brown here. He gets there first. Great first touch from Davis, the number 9 for Colwyn Bay, and he sends it forward to Edwards, and the linesman flags for offside. I'm not sure if he was actually, but free kick is given nonetheless. So there's no rush to take this goal kick, this free kick, as the home side make their first changes of the game. The number 23, Aaron Edwards, comes off for number 14, Aaron Williams. So, first attacking substitution from Colwyn Bay. Holden glances on forward to Jordan Williams, who's through on goal here. It's a big opportunity, and it's a great save from Alex Brown to deny the Leeds top goal scorer from killing this game well and truly off. Corner sends that back to Jack Edwards as we're coming into the last 10 minutes of this game. Redmond. Roberts lays it off for Moore. He clears it. Maguire, lovely little touchdown to Redmond. He goes long, looking for the runner, Jordan Williams. He's making these runs all night. He's just peeling off of that shoulder of Pete, who eventually does get there and put it out for the throw-in. Redmond switches it on to Bodenham. Jamie Cumming, the number 7, is also on the pitch for Colwyn Bay off of the bench. As Aaron Williams looks to clip that forward. Marshall leaves it on for Bodenham to clear. Clark, lovely little glancing header onto Ben Wilson now with his first proper touches of the game. Sends it further forward to Jordan Williams, trying to use his pace to get around Pete. And Pete does well to just see it through to his goalkeeper, Alex Brown. George Roberts tries to hook that forward to the run of Cumming, but intercepted by Maguire. Short to Redmond. Holden, his loose pass into midfield is intercepted by George Hughes. Into the feet of Davis, who keeps dropping deep the number 9. I think he's a bit frustrated throughout the game of the service he's been getting, so he drops into that little pocket. There's Matty Hill on the right wing, being held up by Jordan Marshall. Good feet from him, but eventually slips and gives the ball away. Now Corness. He clears it up the line. Solomon Ford picks up the loose ball though. Into midfield for George Hughes. Cyril now. George Roberts. Cyril's cross is cut out by Bodenham. He gets onto the loose ball though, Cyril. Cumming slots it through, looking for George Roberts, but Holden will hold it off for the goal kick. Another change coming up for Colwyn Bay. The number 11, George Roberts, is being withdrawn for the number 3, Sam Hart. Is this just going to be the final push for the last 7 minutes of this game from Colwyn Bay as their captain Hart comes onto the pitch? Cyril relieves the duties of the armband to Sam Hart. Alan Williams. First touches for the skipper. Hart looks to deliver. Cut out by Maguire. Out for the throw-in. Hart takes it quickly onto Cyril. Cyril. Long diagonal ball into the box. Bodenham's first up there though. Matty Hill's onto the second ball. Tries to put it in first time. Farrell head it clear. Ben Wilson sends it further up the pitch. Jordan Williams looks to use his pace to get around Pete, whose recovery is good, and plays it back to his goalkeeper. Then can pump it forward, but it comes off of Jordan, who takes a bit of the sting out of it. It's into the midfield now, but eventually Alex Moore will sweep up. Now Cyril. Intercepted by Redmond. Brilliant from the captain. There's a ball out wide if you can see it. He does. Onto Ben Wilson. Wilson now. Down the wing. Puts it into the box, but always rising, and it's gone out for the goal kick. Sam Hart forced to cut back due to the press from Rory Holden. Coming. Now Lewis Cyril goes long, looking for the run of Jordan Davis, who's on the shoulder of Mackay and gets there first, but Mackay intercepts well. Lovely feet from Redmond as well to get away from Sam Hart and carry the ball forward for the New Saints. As I say, that commentator's courtesy gives the ball away. In a dangerous position too, as Aaron Williams can turn and play out wide to Matty Hill. Hill now, again looking to go one-on-one with Marshall. Puts it into the box, good goalkeeping from Jack Edwards. Ben Clark heads it down. Sam Hart now. Back to Peace. Now Cyril. Just over 4 minutes left of normal time in this game. It's over the top, looking for Aaron Williams, who looked to be in an offside position. The fourth linesman does eventually signal for the offside. TNS will be in no rush to take this, as there's another sub coming on. Ken Charles, the number 9, is coming on for the number 18, Rory Holden. Matty Hill with the throw on the halfway line for Colwyn Bay. Imagine there'll be about 3 or 4 minutes of added time at the end of this game. As Marshall clears it, it looked like he's cleared it off of a maroon shirt. He has, so it'll be a throw into the New Saints. Apologies for any language heard there. As Edwards sends that forward for the New Saints. So another throw here for Matty Hill to take. So another long throw into the box. First header won by Bodenham. Cleared again by Ben Wilson. It's going to bounce down to Sam Hart. Heads it into midfield, but he's giving the ball away, and Ken Charles gets onto it. And now TNS are on the break. Farrell now. Spread out wide to Marshall. Colwyn Bay getting back in numbers. Forward to Ken Charles in the corner. Charles back to Marshall. Williams. Good hold up play from him. So a bit of a hospital pass, but TNS retain possession. And eventually Colwyn Bay win it back with Aaron Williams with the interception. Forward to Jordan Davis. His touch is loose though, and Farrell intercept and play it back to his goalkeeper. We've entered the last minute of the normal 90. See how much the full vigil adds on to this game. Currently 2-0 to the New Saints. Matty Hill. Forward. Lovely touch from Cumming. Lays it off to Aaron Williams. Gets a shot away, and it's just narrowly wide of the post. Again, you can't say that Colwyn Bay haven't had their chances in this game. Hit the post twice, 2 that have gone just wide of the goal. But as it stands, TNS has still got a clean sheet, and it's a clean sheet for Jack Edwards. So for now, it is looking to be a clean sheet for Jack Edwards on his Cymru Premier debut for his boyhood club. As there's 4 additional minutes added on to this game. Cumming glances it onto Aaron Williams. He shoots first time, it's straight into the hands of Jack Edwards, who brings it down on his chest just to kill a few seconds. Lewis Cyril driving forward, looking to take matters into his own hands as centre-back. Into Cumming, it's a lovely first touch from him as he delivers into the box. Bothernham blocks the first one. Corness can clear of any danger. Into Ken Charles, but Sam Hart gets there first. Now it's out wide to Cumming. He delivers into the box. Headed away by, look to be Bothernham. Ben Wilson's just trying to get himself some space to play the pass, which he does, and Bothernham will clear it further. Ken Charles is underneath that. Onto the halfway line. Lewis Cyril for Colwyn Bay. He'll send it back long forward. Bothernham wins the first header. Corness looks to have won the second, but Jordan Davis is onto the loose ball. He goes to shoot from distance, is straight into the hands of Jack Edwards. And he can just kill a few more seconds. Long goal kick, another little scorpion touch from Craig Harrison on the sideline. It's out for the Colwyn Bay throw-in. That throw-in eventually does just lead to a goal kick for the New Saints again. Just take a few seconds off the clock as they're in no rush to get on with the game, but with just under 2 minutes left, it's fair to say TNS will for now go 13 points clear at the top of the Cymru Premier. And that depends on results from this weekend, most notably the game between Penabont and Connah's Quay Nomads. So Colwyn Bay win it back from the goal kick. Davis sweeps it on to Hughes. Hughes further along down to the right wing for Hill. Marshall gets there first though. Brilliant strength from the left back. And it looks like he's taken the last nick off of Matty Hill. No, it's gone out for the corner as we hit the final 60 seconds of this game. A little bit of a delay for this corner as Matty Hill's down with an injury. He is back to his feet, but it looks like they'll have to finish this game with 10 men as he limps off. So we have hit the 94th minute. Just one last corner for TNS to deal with. Into the box. Jack Edwards Cumming heads it towards goal. Flicked again towards goal. Cleared by the New Saints. It's only to the edge of their own box though, as it's put back into the box by Alex Moore. Bothernham heads it clear. Corness clears it further. There's accusations for a high foot, but referee says no. Corness down the line. Sam Hart will put it back into the box. Harrison Mackay's underneath that. Ken Charles battling with Cyril and Cumming. And we still play 40 seconds past the allotted time period, as they've got a throw in on this near side. So Sam Hart to take this. Sam Hart delivers into the box, and Jack Edwards can see it over his top of his crossbar, and TNS. There you hear the full-time whistle here. It finishes the New Saints 2, Colwyn Bay 0. Second half goals from Jordan Williams and Ryan Brobble means that the New Saints for now are 13 points clear at the top of the Cymru Premier. A clean sheet for Jack Edwards on his Cymru Premier debut for his boyhood club. And yet another goal for top goal scorer Jordan Williams. So it's been a very good evening, Friday evening, very cold Friday evening as well for the New Saints. This is exactly what they wanted from this game, and Craig Harrison will be very happy with his team's performance. I hope everybody has a lovely weekend. That has been me, and thank you everybody for listening.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know